In this video, we're taking you on one of the most family-friendly road trips in the US, a simple loop through South Dakota's Badlands and Black Hills. You'll see dramatic landscapes, easy hikes for kids, wildlife encounters, iconic monuments, and scenic drives that don't feel rushed. This itinerary is calm, flexible, and perfect for families who want nature, history, and fun, without stress. This loop works best if you base yourselves around Rapid City, Keystone, Hill City, then do one big highlight each day with easy add-ons. Everything is close enough that you're not stuck in the car all day, but scenic enough that the driving still feels like part of the fun. Keep a small car bag ready: water, wipes, snacks, a light jacket, and something for the kids to hold: binoculars, a small notebook, or even a toy camera. You start early, while everyone still has energy. As you drive toward the Badlands, the land slowly changes, flatter fields fade into sharp rock shapes, like a giant sandcastle that got frozen in time. The best part for families is that the park gives you huge, wow moments without requiring long hikes. Most overlooks are steps from the car, so even toddlers can do the Badlands. The easiest way to explore is the Badlands Loop Road. You'll stop often, but the stops are quick and rewarding. At Big Badlands Overlook, the view hits immediately: deep canyons, striped rock layers, and wide open sky. Kids usually go quiet for a second, then start pointing. That one looks like a dragon. That one looks like stairs. Let them imagine shapes. It keeps them engaged and turns the landscape into a game. Next, do one or two short trails that feel like real adventure, but don't drain anyone. The door trail is perfect. It's short, easy, and ends with a wide open view that feels like you've walked onto another planet. If you want something even simpler, the window trail is tiny but gives a great view. These are the kinds of walks where parents don't need to worry about planning a big hike. You park, walk, return, snack, and move on. The Badlands are also amazing for wildlife spotting. Kids love prairie dogs, and you'll likely see them near pull-offs where their little towns pop up in the grass. Keep the window slightly down, and you might hear their squeaky calls. You may also spot bison or bighorn sheep. The main rule here is simple: enjoy from a distance. If an animal is close to the road, stay calm, don't rush out, and keep kids right next to you. Midday can get hot and bright, especially in summer. This is where you keep things easy: shorter stops, more water, more shade breaks in the car. If the kids get sleepy, the Loop Road actually 22 works in your favor. It's scenic enough for adults and smooth enough for a quiet rest in the back seat. Before leaving, try to catch one last overlook as the light changes later in the day. The rocks look more colorful in the late afternoon, and the park feels calmer. Even if you only do a handful of stops, it will feel like you saw something huge. Morning in the Black Hills feels different. The air is cooler, the roads curve through pine trees, and the whole day has a road trip movie vibe. You'll likely notice the kids are happier here too. Shade, forests, and frequent stops make everything feel lighter. Mount Rushmore is designed for families. The walking areas are wide and smooth, and the main view doesn't require effort. Start by walking through the Avenue of Flags. Kids love scanning the flags, and it naturally slows your pace so no one is rushing. When you reach the main viewing terrace, let the family just stand there for a moment. The faces are larger than most kids expect, and it usually sparks questions right away. Keep the history simple and human. It's an old mountain carving made over time, and people still come to see it because it became a symbol. If your family enjoys short walks, you can do part of the Presidential Trail. For younger kids, don't force it. The best experience can be the simplest: one main viewpoint, a few photos, a calm walk, and done. This is a place where leaving before it gets cranky is a smart move. After Mount Rushmore, take a scenic route through the forest instead of rushing to the next spot. The Black Hills are made for slow drives, and kids often do better when the day has natural rhythm. Drive, stop, snack, short walk, repeat. Crazy Horse Memorial feels different because it's still being built. That alone is interesting for kids. It's like watching a story that isn't finished yet. The visitor center helps explain the meaning behind it in a respectful way. You don't need to make it heavy or complicated. Just let kids understand this place honors Native history and culture, and the project is massive, so it takes time. For families, the visit is usually smooth because it's structured. You arrive, you view, you learn, and you leave without needing long walking. It's also a good indoor break if the weather is hot or windy outside. By now, most families need a slower stretch. A small town stop is perfect here. Hill City and Keystone are easy places to take a walk, grab something simple, and let the kids reset. Even a short stroll down the street helps everyone feel less tour mode and more relaxed. If you still have energy, you can end the day with an easy viewpoint drive at golden hour. The Black Hills look beautiful in the evening light, and the day ends on a calm, happy note. This day is often the favorite because it feels like a mix of everything: animals, lakes, scenic roads, and a cave. And the best part is you can do it all without pushing too hard. Start with the Wildlife Loop Road in the morning if you can. This is where you have a real chance of seeing bison, and it's thrilling for kids. The magic here is that you're not hiking or searching hard. You're simply driving slowly and watching the landscape like a live nature show. When you spot bison, keep it calm. Stay in the car unless you're at a safe pull-off and animals are far away. Explain to kids that bison are strong and fast, and we always give them space. That simple rule makes them feel included and safe. You might also see prairie dogs again, plus deer and birds. Some families bring a small checklist for kids. Find a bison, find a prairie dog, find a bird nest. It turns the drive into a fun mission. After the wildlife drive, head to Sylvan Lake. This is where the trip slows down in the best way. The lake is beautiful, surrounded by big rock shapes and pine trees. For families, it's great because you can choose your level of effort. If your kids are small, just walk near the shore, let them look at the water, and enjoy a snack. If your kids are older, you can do a short section of trail and still keep it easy. The point here isn't to conquer anything, it's to let everyone breathe. This is also a perfect place for a simple picnic. Parents get a peaceful view, kids get a safe space to move around, and the day feels balanced instead of rushed. Now you do Needles Highway, and this is where the car ride becomes the attraction. The road curves through tall granite spires and narrow tunnels carved through rock. Kids love it because it feels dramatic, like you're driving through a secret mountain path. Drive slowly and enjoy it. Roll the windows down for a minute if the weather is nice. Let the kids count tunnels or point out the tallest rock needles. This stretch adds excitement without extra walking, which is exactly what families need near the end of a trip. Wind Cave is a great final stop because it's different from everything else. After open views, forests, and wildlife, you suddenly go underground into a quiet world of rock walls and natural patterns. Book a ranger-led tour if available when you go. The tours are structured, and rangers make it easy to understand. Kids usually love the idea of being underground, and the formations can look like puzzles on the walls. The famous boxwork shapes are especially interesting because they look so unusual, like a natural pattern someone carefully built. One tip, bring a light layer. Caves feel cool, even on warm days. If your kids are sensitive to tight spaces, remind them the tour is guided, safe, and you're always with the group. Most kids do great once they realize it's more adventure walk than scary cave. When you come back outside, the sunlight and fresh air feel amazing. It's a calm ending that doesn't require extra energy, and it gives the whole trip a strong final memory. That's the Badlands and Black Hills Family Loop. Big views, easy stops, and memories that feel way larger than the effort. If you want a trip that's simple to plan but still feels epic, this one is hard to beat.